Good afternoon, everybody. This is Ken-an-Duah Urban Farmstead or Homestead, and my name is Paula, and aka Duah, Grandma Duah. Um, and it's way past time for another garden tour. My kids were here over the weekend, and I'll show some of that footage a little bit later. And got some of my yard, you can see behind me, leveled out, which was very nice. And hold on just a second, let me get this turned around. Well, I don't know how to turn around. Hold on just a second. We will turn you around here. They cleared out tree lines and bushes and debris, and you can see my pond now over here. There's a pond there, and you can see the back of the chicken area. And I'm very stoked about that. I finally got my camera turned around. I paused you for a second. And so you can see the chicken, the back of the chicken coop, and my mulberry tree, and that my daughter knows what kind of tree that is. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it's a nice type of, looks almost like a birch type of thing. And then all the girls in their hen house, and they trimmed up the apricot trees, and they trimmed up the magnolia, and there's all the debris from all the trimming. So as soon as the farm truck gets running, we're gonna haul that all off if we don't have it all mulched and burnt by then, because we moved the fire pit over here and had a nice ribeye steak dinner cooked on that by my son-in-law JD. But let's go see. The rugs are back where they're supposed to be. This, I don't know if I've shown you guys this before, but this is going to, it comes off, it gets filled up by up there where the water comes off the top of the house. We have a pipe that goes down into the top, and it fills that up with water. And down here at the bottom, you can see it's got an outlet, and we're going to irrigate the garden with that as soon as we get that all hooked up. Got all this cleared out, so my mess looks a lot better. Got this cleared out. We were going to put the strawberries, and we're going to put the potatoes in there. Maybe not this season. And we'll go into the garden now. Let's open this up, and we'll show you all the garden. My cousin Susie and Michelle were down this weekend, Sunday, and it was raining, of course. So Michelle got a small tour of the garden, short tour, but the garden's small, so it doesn't take much to get the whole thing. And these are my squash, and they are all the way to the top now. And of course the asparagus. And the marigolds are getting pretty good size. And the nasturtium and the eggplants. The eggplants are starting to come out of it. The cherry tomatoes. Side, we've got squash blossoms down here. We've got lots of little tomatoes on our tomato vines, and the little red bell peppers. I don't know if you can see that. I've got a little one started right there, and a bunch of smaller ones. Oh, and I've got even bigger ones on here. Very exciting. The jalapenos, I've got some that are ready to harvest, and I will probably put those in our eggs tonight, because we are having breakfast for dinner, which we love. Here comes Layla. There's Layla, my beautiful granddaughter.
Hi.
Here, carry these for me, please.
Who's that?
This is the video of the garden tour. Here's the green bell peppers. The serranos, they have little blooms on them now. So I'm very happy with that. And the Tabasco, I don't think we've gotten blooms on it yet. The nasturtiums are still doing good. Ken accidentally chopped off one of my melons, but the other two are doing fine. And look at this early girl. This is zone 6B, and I was late planting, but we've got a full bush here with a bunch of little ones gonna come on. And look at my corn, y'all. Look at my corn. It is awesome. I love it. And cucumbers. Got lots of baby cucumbers. Oh, and this is Leo. This is Leo. He's our new garden kitty. All of our kitties are rescues. The cabbage are doing pretty good. Pretty happy with the cabbage. Since we did get a late start on everything. Excuse me, Leo. Excuse me, Leo. He gets right underfoot.
Look at what you're looking at now.
I haven't pulled out my brassicas yet that have gone to seed. I'm a bit behind on that. But our beans, let's see, more cucumbers. More cucumbers. And our beans are beautifully in bloom. I'm very happy with the way they're doing. And these are Bear Creek. I've got plenty of blooms on them. I've planted some more little tomatoes along this row with the sunflowers. And this is a chocolate wonder, and it's got lots of blooms and some little tomatoes on it. I've yet to see an emaciated blossom. When I first bought one of them, it had one on it, but I haven't seen one since. And I don't know what's going on with this nasturtium. I think it's got some kind of blight. I will take care of that in a few minutes. These two tomatoes here are chocolate wonders, or no, they're Cherokee chocolates, and I'm excited about those. I've actually got some little, well, that one, oh, that's an emaciated, that's cat-faced right there. Yeah, that one will have to go. I have more green beans, and they're starting to get blossoms on them. Another cucumber here, and this is my pea, and finally I've got a pea on it, but it's not big enough to harvest yet. And then we've come full circle into the garden. So I hope you all like the garden tour. My daughter says she really appreciates me giving garden tours because she lives in Mountain Home and we live in Springfield, Missouri. And that's about a 2.5-hour drive. And they come up as much as they can and we go down there, but she was really happy to see my garden this weekend and how it's come along. And I really have to give credit to Living Traditions and Roots and Refuge and the Stivers Farm Homestead. I really appreciate all the knowledge and experience that they have. They've been doing this, even though I'm older than they are. They've been doing this a little bit longer than I have on this scale. So I've played around with it for a couple years, and It wasn't really where I wanted it to be, but now I'm really proud of this garden this year and how it's turned out. And next year I hope that it will be even better. So this is Ken-an-Duah Urban Homestead signing off, and wishing you all a happy, healthy homestead. Thank you. Bye-bye.